This time we'll call the regular county commission meeting to order, certify the following consent agenda, approve of minutes, payment of the bills.
I move.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
What do we got here? We got a whole bunch of stuff here.
Thanks, all the attention.
This one go with it?
Yeah.
We got two of them signed. One of them's underneath this page right here.
I know I occasionally.
One's under that page, and you got that one. Whew, that was long, like, I call it a long meeting. It's a meeting where you're trying to decipher everything. You're asking questions, Charles. There's one word the guy knows very well, hard no. Hard no. What is no? It's a hard no. And then if there's one that was even close, it was risky.
Yeah, risky. And then, the final rules still not have been written.
I know. That's why I didn't go. I don't like this.
Right.
No. Everything on our ARPA meeting with the attorney was a no. I've got one project that was turned in so far that is risky, but he thinks it can be done.
Did you ask him if that's his final answer?
I wanted to phone a friend.
No, he wasn't.
It was kind of depressing. So they give you the money, then they tell you no.
No.
The money's there, you get up, no. Basically what it is.
Sounds like my wife.
Oh, man. Well,
Your wife.
the reason being is this one comes from the feds and not from the state. Totally different sets of rules.
Right.
And the feds don't even know what they sent us, so it's still coming in every day.
It's ridiculous. Got all that money and then.
Well, he calls the treasury and everybody up there about what you can have the laws for. He said, well, we haven't sent our final set yet. So you can't move till you have the final set.
Yeah.
If not, you'll be paying it back.
No final answer.
All right. First, we got the RFQ. You guys want?
Yeah. Well, Tim and I, we got on the phone and we probably called 15 firms between us, and these fine young ladies from N-Form are the only two that showed up, so if you want to introduce yourself here.
Sure. So actually, my business partner, the card behind you is from us.
Yeah.
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 My
We got
business
some
partner.
stickies too from you
There you
somewhere.
go.
Well, we gave Marlon the stickies last
Yeah,
week.
I like the sticky.
Inform.
Inform. My business partner came visit you, and he wanted to come today, but he had a meeting already in Bolivar, so I'm here today. But we are an architecture firm, 10-person architecture firm in Springfield, and we primarily do county government work. We're currently working with Greene County, Audrain County, Callaway County. We go all over the state, and our work varies. In Callaway County, we're doing a courthouse for them right now. Greene County working on their jail. Audrain, we did a window replacement for the historic courthouse and did a facility analysis for them. But we run the gamut. If the county government builds it, we do it. And we would really love working with you guys. I don't know if you have any questions for me. I've been practicing for 28 years now. and our firm started in 2008.
Did you say your name?
Oh, I'm sorry. Did I say Jennifer Wilson? I'm Jennifer Wilson. I'm sorry.
Nice to meet you.
Thank you.
Now I went and checked with Don. I know they come down and give you a card, and I went and checked with Don, see if he knew anyone. Well, he started calling around, and so someone they knew in common, King Coltrane, recommended them, so a couple directions, they've got some good
We
recommendations.
posted this in the paper.
We've posted it in the
We've done
paper.
every due diligence possible.
And I made phone
Tim and I
calls last
probably
week,
called-
too,
I
so-
did too.
We've probably called 15 companies.
There's supposed to be a lot of work out there.
There is a tremendous.
This is that was the first time I've never had anyone show up for government work at a call like that.
Yeah.
First time
Matt
ever.
Allard.
Oh, man.
That's the truth.
Oh, absolutely.
We actually did their
Yeah,
deal.
that-
When we show this, we've actually gone way above and beyond what we really needed.
He's full of
But I
jokes.
wanted to make sure
Absolutely.
that we tried to get as much as we could in here.
Well, I had verbal commitments from two other firms on the phone. They, told me to be here, didn't show. Tim had a couple.
I tagged two solids,
What's your name? Stephanie Chapman.
90% solids.
I haven't heard. Okay.
We'll be able to get them in there and take them through after the meeting then. And this
There's
is
right there. That's who you're gonna be.
yeah, that's the corner right there.
Hi.
So.
Thank you.
guy texted me this morning, he was gonna come too, but he had a meeting in Camden too. So he said if they have any kind of questions, since he kind of helped you come up with the initial design, that he'd be more than happy to meet with them or answer questions via email or anything like that.
Okay. Augustine.
Yeah.
Do you all do both engineering and architectural?
No, we do architecture in-house, but we have engineers that we work with. So we will subcontract for structural engineering and, I know you're really familiar with this because you just did your jail, but basically they would be under our contract and our contract.
He actually built that part.
Excuse me?
He actually built that.
He did.
Remodeled it.
Okay.
Remodeled it.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
That was years ago.
Okay.
Long
Back when he was
forward.
23 years old.
Hector was just a pup then.
Still wet behind the ears.
Now, we went over briefly kind of what you're looking for. Now, one thing we didn't talk about is, in the future, you could be dealing with biohazards. Are we gonna want some positive, negative pressures, some HEPA filtering, some bio, because we've got the autopsy room, and also the refrigerator and freezer. We'll have to take a look. They have a generator here on site, but we don't know if there's enough head space to pick up that over there, so
Should be.
we need to be prepared, we need to check that.
Right.
So hopefully they left
It's been
enough.
oversized for this floor.
All right, okay. But I really think we should look at some positive, negative pressures, for biocontainment, where they cut the bodies up and do the autopsies.
Yeah, the table at once got a negative pressure on it, so it's got to draw to
Yeah,
it. that shuts down.
typically that room,
And
that
then-
whole room will be a negative pressure, so everything gets sucked into that room instead of blowing out
Right.
into the other building. Then they run it through
The
different bio
filtration system,
filters
yeah.
for the
And I've got
releasing.
information where I've looked up several different room systems for
Okay.
that.
All right. So is that something we need to look at then?
Yeah.
So guys, you have any, can we get them over there now? You want to go over and
You can go
get
with
that?
that.
Yeah, I can go do that.
Yeah.
All right, John.
Thank you, ladies.
Nice to meet you.
Appreciate it.
It's nice meeting you all.
Get on out of here.
Thank you.
It's nice to meet you. Thank you. Nice meeting you.
Yeah.
Right.
No.
No.
He got it down good.
He's got the lowdown pretty fast.
Is that your final answer?
Gosh, you should have heard. And they come up with some pretty good stuff too. And the guy just went, this guy handled the CARES Act for like 18 counties, what I found out. Now he's doing the ARPA for MRPC, 8 counties. Plus he also has some others he does, on his own. And he goes, I've had 2 sheriff's departments, he gave $25,000 for money that he told him no. He goes, I'm telling you, it's a no. If you do it, you probably got to pay it back. That's why they only did $25,000. They knew they could pay it back. He goes, your problem is going to be is it's going to cause a red flag when they do an audit because you did it. He goes, they're going to really audit you hard on that.
Look all through then.
So, like he said, he goes, I can't stop you, but I'm just it's my advice to you. If you feel like you can pay it back down the road,
With the tax the way it is,
you're just
and
gonna,
the jail, how much the jail costs, I don't see how.
every time we turned around, it was a no, it was a no, and then there was a hard nose.
Well,
The
they
hard
sent,
nose meant it was no from the start.
they sent that guy because he's good at saying no.
Well, he's max.
I thought he was related to my wife.
Oh, no.
He is
I'd like to go get the, no.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, he's their attorney.
No. I don't know, Carl never called me yet. He'll call me when he's got it ready, trust me. I know Carl.
Yeah.
He won't let us
So this means courthouse, sheriff's department, renovation, is that what it is?
No,
What does it mean?
courthouse corner.
It says SD.
Well, it shouldn't be. It
Should be corner.
It should be corner.
Good morning.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
Here comes the
there you
bride.
No,
There, we
comes
can't
in.
do bribes.
Daryl, I
Just
got.
say no.
Daryl, I
No,
got.
that's a hard no.
You can eat them.
But I wanna see the hard no get by this white donut, watch.
Daryl.
White donut.
Yeah,
I
that's
stopped the bear.
He's
this
already
Oh, yeah, it's a
taken
field
you
one.
out.
Well, by running
Up on the
into it?
corner.
No,
Oh, okay.
he was walking down the
Them look-
side
them
of the
look like
road.
raspberry
Walking
jelly
down the
in
side of
them,
the
though.
road.
Oh, it's
I
a
stopped
good
him
one.
and I'd eat him.
But
He's-
look, it
he's
got a yellow
the
sticker, look.
You ate a bear. This,
Daryl knows I'm an equal opportunity
Walking across
donut eater.
America in the
You
bear
wanna
suit.
take that?
No, yeah.
You want a donut?
Autism awareness.
okay.
No, I'm good, thank you.
He's been on KY3.
You never get nothing free
Every
from
news
Daryl.
station, in St. James, Springfield.
So
I
this
heard
was
when he
just a
opens his
treat.
wallet, dust blows out.
Yeah, that's true, that's true. Lots of it.
What's
Just teasing.
RFQ?
I got a report of a
RFQ,
female.
request for,
Pulaski Commission, Thursday, September 30, 2000.
Actually, it should be
Thursday, September 30,
RFI.
2005.
Should be request for information.
request for information, should be RFI, not
Walking
RFQ.
down Highway 80.
This is a lot of
RFQ
slang I'm
is
not
what
Taking
familiar
out with this
with.
bear.
Uh-huh.
And he's walking across
It's all
America.
these,
He
it's,
started out in California.
it's like
walking across
MRPC,
America
there
for
must be
autism
5
awareness.
letters then.
Yeah.
What do you call them?
I gave him my blessing and went on.
When I first went to MRPC, they had me a book of
Was it your
acronyms. It was
agency or
that
Waynesville
thick.
Police that dealt with the
Oh,
bicyclist
National
who
Beat Board that
was
gave me a book
traveling the
of
country and had his bike
I
stolen
had to
this
start
past
digging to
week?
read what it was.
I didn't know about it, so it must have been Wednesday.
My wife, Jelly
Check-
No
works.
thanks.
The,
Probably not.
a somewhat
Wednesday
similar
and Thursday.
situation,
You want a
a
donut?
person who was on a
Brandon, you want one?
bike ride, who
Okay, what's my figure?
had health problems.
I'm watching mine too.
My figure's getting pretty good.
Bike needed to be serviced,
They also
took the
gave me
back wheel of it off,
list of
left the
words
bike
they would
and it's
use.
been stolen.
Yeah,
Wow.
Lisa works for me Wednesday,
Well,
Thursday.
Identified
Hey,
as being
Brandon.
Waynesville, and as you know, that doesn't mean
Yeah,
it's
you ought to
the
hear
same
her.
accessible. Yeah, if you don't know, check with Chief Cook.
Oh, my.
Chief Cook.
How do you even know?
Check with
Oh,
Because they like to do whole sentences.
I had to
He's
go
aware
up,
of
I
the
used to
bear
go up there
coming this
twice,
way.
3 times a week to
He's
meetings.
headed this way.
You can't go to all the meetings out there.
Understand.
It's
No.
impossible.
What I wonder is how is it so hard to just say it?
Yeah.
Sun bear. I always
ICOM,
get it called.
TCOM,
Sun bear.
I think
ZCOM,
that's
they
what they
got
call
so
it, sun
many.
bear.
Well, anybody
I
who
was like,
can
I was
handle
lost.
70, 80, 90 degree
I mean, I'm
temperatures
sitting
in a
there
bear
just lost
suit,
at these
the word sun bear is appropriate.
Look at
Exactly.
that.
I
There goes my
brought
blood
them
sugar. There goes my blood sugar.
And special orders right for you.
Thanks, Daryl, I appreciate you.
You want the white donuts, you get your special
Well,
orders.
thank you.
You had to wait for them to go on sale and get the yellow sticker. but-
Whatever.
That's jelly filled too.
You want
That's
one?
the best kind.
Hey,
But when
Here,
Sheriff,
Jimmy.
I'll get you a napkin.
you want one?
Better eat some.
Here's some, I got some paper.
And I won't photograph the police with the donut. Don't worry.
Here we go.
Now if Daryl's gonna photograph me, don't you photograph
one,
me
I think
either.
the funniest one I ever seen was the Krispy Kreme truck
chocolate
that
or
wrecks,
white?
and they had like 15 cops there. You remember that? That one, someone posted a picture of the Krispy Kreme truck that wrecked and all the police cars around.
Yes,
Here it is, and there's your napkin to keep your hands clean.
thank you.
That would have been. that'd be all right.
One, too, Laura.
I asked her.
Oh,
she
thank you,
won't.
I appreciate it, but I'm good. Very kind.
Okay.
We had a motivational speaker,
Thank you, Daryl.
speak one time at the Missouri Convention Farm Bureau. He said on the way in this morning, he said, I met one of Missouri's finest.
We do have
And he said, he asked me if I knew why he stopped
four
me.
policies
He said,
we have
"Oh,
to
but I was
adopt for the
stabbing."
opera.
He said, my exhaust
A
smelled.
little bit goes a long way.
Right?
He said,
See where Dave's gonna be
you know, he
bringing four,
didn't take a joke at all.
policies we have to adopt for the ARPA.
Oh, okay,
It's required by the federal government.
okay.
And Gene, since you raised the joke about bribes, I am going to remind you that you gave me a $20 credit and I'm repaying you in donuts.
Oh.
If there's any money changing hands, it's the other way around. I'm repaying you. And,
I forgot.
no problem.
So when
This
that
is-
20 bucks runs out, you care to give him some more credit?
Could we vote on that?
Yeah.
All in favor?
You had a mysterious leak on the toilet.
Yeah.
All it was a fill valve, the line going from the fill valve to the flush valve come loose and was pointed up towards the lid, so every time you flushed it, the water shot out through the lid.
Gene very understandably didn't feel comfortable charging me for something that really wasn't worth the service call.
Right.
So I said, okay, fine, how much would it have been? He told me $20. I said, okay, I'll buy the commissioners $20 worth of donuts. And that's what's happening.
I like the way you operate.
Yeah.
And that includes the clerks.
I
Or the
don't want
people
no
sitting in the
donut,
clerk
Carol.
seat.
I don't want no donut.
The thing I could tell you is, he's gotta bring him 15 more times. That was $2.23.
Uh-huh.
You charging interest?
I'm very in charge, I guess.
Yeah.
We'll be in donuts for a long time.
Well, I believe this is donut number 4.
Do me a favor. Do you have an angle broom for your skid steer over there? Because we have one on our inventory. Will you check that serial number and see if that's one you have? Because we do not have it currently. And Brandon says we didn't have it for a while.
Oh my God, is the wind starting to blow or something? Look at my doorbell, it's picking up all these motions at my house.
Chickens come on, and might have-
Well, I come back on the interstate yesterday. Right there at J Highway, it poured.
Oh yeah, I was at J Highway coming back to St. James.
Yeah.
I had a hard rain, it quit at the bottom of 28, I think.
It did here too,
Yeah,
just- and
I
then
mean,
the
yeah.
sun came out.
I just knew it was gonna knock me out of bed on hay, but it sprinkled with drops in my,
But not enough to soak your hay.
well, I was kept on going.
Just enough to keep the dust down, right?
Not even that.
Yeah.
Sometimes I'll get like a wasp or a bee or something, I'll get up on the camera, and it'll just set that doorbell alarm
spots on
off
the hood,
all
right?
day
Yeah.
long.
Some of them drops were that big around.
They were big.
I was pretty impressed with our, what fall day we've cut so far. I'd say it made 2/3 of what the spring did.
I should have took
Which
you
pretty
two
good.
down to that meeting too.
Which meeting was it?
It was the ARPA meeting with the attorney and
Yeah,
to give you the advice over if the ARPA funds would come down.
yeah.
We've got an attorney hired, we used 8 counties to hire an attorney, pretty much.
8 counties meaning MRPC or?
And he's sharp, he handled the CARES Act and this guy's really sharp,
Yes, he is.
almost too sharp. He just likes saying no a lot.
There's no gray area.
No, there's no
Practice that
gray
word
area
no.
with this guy. Well, there was a gray area with this guy. There was one item in there that was a little gray, and he called it risky. Other than that, it was no or hard no. I kept thinking that all the way back. No, hard no, and risky.
Well, it's the lawyer's job to keep you from needing to use the services.
Well, we've had entities been sending to us, and we send it to MRPC when they come in on the ARPA. So we send it to them, and he reads them, and he looks at it, and he makes the decision. It keeps us out of trouble, keeps us from having to repay money back by using this attorney. And everything sent down there, there was one item out of all of it that was probably a yes,
But not a definite yes.
but not a definite yes. But he said he would believe it would be a hard yes at the end.
Anyway, he said
Well, that was
also
over-
he's got a whole
That
list
was over the
of questions
911 bank.
into Treasury himself.
Because they didn't have
haven't
most
answered
wind
any of
on
them
that.
yet.
They're
Oh,
using a
wow.
handheld.
He said I sent a whole
Actually,
list in
yeah.
there for clarification.
But that would be a yes.
All
Other
we
than
need
that,
to do is
everything
list
that was
those
turned in,
questions
like,
and see if
we were
any
trying
of
to
them the questions
put
we need.
link
I
tourism
know they
into the
are.
roads. That was a hard no.
Really?
Yeah. When he said that was a hard no, Charles kind of went,
I'm
We
not
got
giving
some
up on that
outfitters
yet.
that would argue with that
But it
theory.
could change in the next 2 months, you don't know.
Because he said they haven't really, he didn't say how many comments they got, but he said they got a stack of comments they're going through. So he said that they'll write the final rule after they review those comments. And he said, I'm sure that it will change some based on the comments.
Who are the comments coming from? From
All over.
general public or?
All over.
All over the United States.
Questions that they
Anybody
got.
can comment. Government
Comment,
entities can comment,
questions.
private individuals can comment, anybody can comment.
That was a
Is it
treasury
still open
department
for
or what?
comments?
It was a treasury department.
The Treasury is it's
The
right.
treasury is the one's writing the rules.
Yeah, Treasury's writing rules.
Where would the public go to be able to comment? Do you guys know off the top of your
That's
head?
comment period's passed.
Oh, it's over.
Yeah, the comment period's gone.
Laura, that's something that federal agencies routinely allow opportunities for public comment. And prior to the internet, the only thing you could do is write a letter to designated address. Now, with almost all major federal policy changes, the relevant agency involved has a place that you can comment publicly on the internet. This is standard, it's nothing unusual. What ends up happening is activist groups end up promoting people, putting in their public comment.
Was it cold in there? Yeah. They had it on.
I'm not gonna say it's irrelevant, but the total number of comments on one side or another may be relevant.
I don't get cold very
You
often.
have
I like cold weather, I hate hot weather. but
hundreds of
We're gonna go to
thousands of
Florida this
people
afternoon.
submitting forms that have
We're
been
going on our guys
pre-written
fishing
for
trip.
them by some
Okay.
activist organization. All you have to do is click a button.
I looked at the
Right.
movie down there. It's gonna be
I was
hotter
just
here
hoping
than
that our
down there.
outfitters had the chance to chime in on that.
Destin.
I have a cousin that lives in Milton.
There likely is
Yeah.
a lobbying organization out there that speaks on the
Yeah, me
behalf
too.
that
That's where we
put
go
in
every
some
year.
kind
Well,
of
we quit
official
going to
comment.
Destin now. Now we go, it's
Anything like that.
like 7 miles down further.
Is it Navarre
Navarre
Beach?
Beach.
No, it's,
I can't
Fort
speak
Walton.
for the recreational
Fort
industry in
Before that.
detail, but generally there's a lobbying group that will monitor
I think
any
we're good.
legislation.
Yeah,
that
more
affects
of a
the
retirement.
coast. And what they will do
More
is they
of a
will put
retirement.
in a
It's all
more
condos
detailed
there, pretty much.
explanation that is not just click a button, do something.
No, it's-
There'll be an actual analysis of what they do, and then they will be contacting legislators
up.
directly,
Can't
in
go
this case
too much
Congressman
further east to get
directly,
to Alabama,
and
huh?
expressing the opinion of the Outfitters Association.
You know what's wrong on the
By
water?
the time it gets to public comment, generally the lobbying groups have long since been involved.
I'm sure the National Association of Asphalt lobbying hard for this money.
Santa Rosa Highway.
Santa Rosa. Santa Rosa Beach.
Been all of them. That's where
The
the
federal
old
government
work
needs to
site
figure out what
was.
infrastructure is,
Yeah.
unfortunately, before it can get there.
What's that? We stayed in
The federal
Navarre
government needs to
one
figure
time.
out the definition of
Had
infrastructure,
my city too,
unfortunately,
and I
before it can figure out if asphalt
The only
applies.
problem is we fish out of the
Yep.
harbor there in Destin,
know the definition.
and our boat leaves at 5 a.m. in the morning.
Up until
So,
about 2019, I
You know,
think most
it's a
people did
20-minute
know.
drive from where we stayed in Navarre to the harbor down there, so.
This used to be something both parties
So you
agreed
rent a
on.
boat to take you out?
Yeah, we
That's
charter
what
a
I want
boat
to
for,
do with take you out.
Yeah, you charter.
we go on a 16-hour trip, so.
Yeah, we only need 2 or 3.
It takes us about 2.5, 3 hours boat ride in the morning to get to where we fish at, start at, so.
You can't even see land from there, do you?
Oh, no, no, that water, just as blue as Jimmy's shirt.
I found a
too.
spot
It's
for
just-
you there in Destin.
That's pretty blue.
Yeah,
The donut
Yeah.
hole.
That's pretty blue.
it is, it's blue out there.
Mm.
Where's it at?
We're just at the international waters, we go out of Destin, but we're fishing in that Destin fishing rodeo this weekend, so,
Where's it at?
out of Florida. Yeah. Yep. So if we catch big fish and it makes the board, and it stays the board, like amberjack, first place pays $5,000. So,
That about pay for your trip down there and back.
come close anyway.
Otherwise, it's just fun.
Yeah,
To me, it's just a getaway.
yeah. But one of the guys that goes with us, he caught a big amberjack 2 years ago. But we went in September, so we weren't in time for, that rodeo runs the whole month of October.
Oh, wow.
And so we weren't in time for it, but it would have won first place. So we decided after that, we'll hold off for another 15 days and go when we got the opportunity to win some money.
Do you remember what lure or bait you was
I-44
using?
shut
Oh, yeah,
down
we was
for-
using them, they call them a yellowfin, but they're not a tuna, they're a
It
little,
was.
I say little, they're probably a pound and a half, 2 pounds. Look like a
Yeah,
crappie,
it
kinda
was right
almost,
here.
except they've got a yellow stripe down.
Oh, wow.
Oh, yeah.
Mhm. and catch them before you go out.
I bet.
Did Jerome, so they'll be backing up into your county here pretty soon. They're saying I-44 shut down to Jerome
Today, right now.
right now.
What a
Which,
wreck.
westbound? Eastbound?
Eastbound.
Wreck.
Somewhere near Jerome.
Yeah, it'd be in our county here pretty soon. What is it, semi-terminal over
They
Jack?
didn't say. They just posted it on Facebook. It's backed up.
Go to
Could be an
Kubota,
RV.
to Kubota the
How long
other
have
day.
you been
Bunch of them on the road.
We'll be back Sunday. We just fly down, come right back.
Oh, you're flying?
You can fly out of Springfield, it's $96.
Oh, that's cheap.
Yeah.
I said, I can get you there in about 9.5 hours. What it
Yep.
took me to get down last
It
night.
always takes me 11 to drive it for some reason.
If you go the day after Christmas, not very many people drive home as fast as you want.
So is it $96 to fly back?
Oh, it was cheaper to fly back, I think. I think mine was $96 down there, and then the Sunday flight home, I think I only paid like $89 for.
Oh, wow.
It's less than $200 round trip with all your fees and everything.
Wow. Wow, wow.
And Springfield's nice to fly out of.
Yeah, easy in, easy out.
You bet you.
I mean, you just walk right through and it's easy. And really, we fly to Eglin Air Force Base is down there, and that's where the Destin airport is. And it's smaller than Springfield's. It's only got like 4 gates in it.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
But it's not crowded.
not at all.
I flew to Cocoa Beach for my mom was, and there was only
Can't
4
drive
gates
down there
there.
for $200.
No, we drove one year. We went down there for a buddy of mine's bachelor party and went fishing. But we went in June for snapper season, and we took my Suburban and all drove down there. And by the time, you drive down there, takes all day. We left Thursday morning at like, 4 o'clock in the morning or something. And we got down there, it wasn't too bad, 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock in the afternoon. And then fished all day Friday, and then fished part of the day Saturday. And then Sunday, drove home, and
You're tired
was just
driving
whooped.
back.
I mean,
Yeah.
it wasn't much of a vacation,
Sounds like a good time.
It
And
is.
it costs you more to drive. than it
Well, I
would
mean,
fly.
I think there was 7 of us in the Suburban. So I mean,
well, yeah,
if you added that up, it probably didn't. But
saves you a little bit of money.
yeah, yeah. I finally got rid of that
We can get an
Suburban.
Airbnb house down there for a few days.
Yeah, I had that Suburban for the first year I had it. It made 7 trips to Florida, and I was only in it for 1 of them. Everybody called, "Oh, can I borrow your Suburban? We're taking the family down there, needs an extra room."
I took Richards. It was a half year before we bought our first Suburban. We took Richards' old one down there. It had 280,000 miles on that thing. Took it to Destin. It got 22 miles a gallon
Yep.
going down there.
Wow.
All the room in the world.
Yeah.
It was a good time.
Yeah,
Then I bought one. Then I bought 3 since then.
yeah, I kind of wish
It
I
was-
never got rid of
Yeah, I
mine.
know. We're getting ready to go back to that. But they're too high. All right, we gotta go into close.
Real estate.
Huh?
Real estate.
Real estate, okay.
I have a motion, we go into
And
closed.
legal. All right. This meeting's been closed. They're all checked 610-021 included 6.1 legal.